And then so I think for the guys who are just watching and, for whatever reason, if they don't know you and your background, you started in porn.
Yeah.
And then what happened with that after you started making videos helping guys?
I got cancelled from porn. Is what happened. real,
Oh yeah.
real fast.
You're like, you're taking away our customers, man.
It wasn't even really that to start with. It was more like the red pill stuff,
Mhm.
you could say, because the porn industry is very liberal, very left wing, very feminist heavy, and so when you start speaking the truth about male female dynamics, you start talking about things with a bit more nuance. You don't think men are all these big bad evil guys. If you don't think all men are like rapists, if you don't think the patriarchy rules the world, and we might perhaps live in a society that's a little bit more catered towards
Women.
pandering to women, that tends to rub them up the wrong way. Yeah, to be fair, it was one tweet that I made that got me uber cancelled, which was I said, if she calls herself a queen, a princess, or a bad bitch, then she's probably not relationship material. And
I think I've seen that clip before.
That went like super viral on like porn Twitter. I went with the funny was I tweeted I wrote that tweet like a month in advance. I wrote like a month ago and I just scheduled it. And I was living in Portugal at the time, so it wasn't even the same time zone as LA. The tweet went out. I went to sleep. I woke up. It had done like 1 million hits or something. And I got like my notifications was like, what the fuck has happened here? I don't know. And it's just a bunch of women like hating on me.
Yeah. But we talked about on our first podcast together, you mentioned how a lot of the girls who were canceling you were the girls that you've already slept with, or they're already into you. They're super into you. And the same thing I experienced as well.
You know what was funny? Like there was a couple of girls specifically, it was funny, who had like when we'd been on set and we'd been talking to each other in the DMs and stuff, they'd been super friendly. We'd really gotten along. There was chemistry. It was great. And then once they saw everyone like jumping on the bandwagon of shitting on me, suddenly the story flipped. Suddenly their experience that they had on set with me,
they post on their
flipped.
Story, cancel this guy.
It's very, very telling. But that goes back to like the nature of women generally being more like communal and less like independent minded thinkers, less willing to like go against the grain. That was very, very obvious when that happened.